partially televised, I believe. Okay. So first off, does anyone have any comments on the minutes from the September 30th meeting?
No comments.
I have a motion to approve the minutes of the September 30th meeting.
So moved.
All in favor?
That's right.
Why don't we move on to the, I guess we shouldn't do liaisons until we have a full quotient of members, yeah. All right, let's discuss a December meeting schedule. George, what do you propose? What's the second?
The second Monday is the 9th, and then obviously the subsequent is the 16th,
Next meeting is November 18th, so I would propose that the 9th is the best day because it's usually, no more than 3 weeks between meetings, and then plus there's the holiday break. As of January, we normally have regular second and fourth Monday meetings. Holidays don't interfere in the first 4 months of the year. But in the fall, it's a little hard.
I'm wondering if we should tentatively see how people are for the 16th too, just in case we need it.
Of December, yeah.
Of December, is the 9th and 16th okay for you, Rob?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Checking.
Jonathan, we're just running a little bit late. We need one more select person to come.
Actually, you could ask the potential members.
Okay, Adelaide and Jonathan, we're considering possible meetings on December 9th and 16th. Would that work for you guys? The
We're doing
9th
one of them though, right?
I think we should definitely plan on the 9th and have the 16th in case we need it.
Okay.
If we'll try not to.
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay. That's good for you?
Thanks, Al.
So it works for 6 people who are.
Actually, why don't we go to the master plan steering committee update, because while the selectmen are here, I know that you're not part of this meeting and we didn't notice the discussion of that for the meeting that we're having with you, but just as an FYI, maybe you could hear this. We have the $25,000 supplemental appropriation for the master plan. And at our last meeting on September 30th, we discussed generally using $4,000 of that to pay for 3 hours each for Gretchen and George of additional time to work on that through the data gathering phase. And we put on the table, it's not a lot of detail, but a teeny bit more detailed budget that I'd like to get a vote on tonight. But first, does anyone have anything they want to talk about? And I'm looking for a copy for you guys, just so you can.
That's probably towards the bottom of the file.
Yep. I was in the pile in front of
I
it.
didn't expect it to come up.
I brought it. There it is. Yeah.
I got them.
Sal, want one?
Oh, no.
Oh, he's got, okay. And I'll just note for the record that it's not $10, it's $10,000. I put a period instead of a comma.
That's 6 hours a week?
Yeah.
Or-
And since we first discussed this and proposed it, we've been doing this for a couple of weeks. They haven't been paid for it yet. But I think that amount of time is coming out to be
I should say, I don't think that would be necessarily 6 hours each week. That's on average. I think it would be
yeah.
rolling.
Yeah, and the idea is if it's not necessary, it won't be used. But it also could, if there's a week that's super busy and there's been some not used from prior weeks, we could pull that forward, and that 4,000 is the outside limit for this phase. And then when the next phases come, we'll discuss those. I don't have enough sense yet of what work would be required. Anybody have any comments? Not, can I have a motion?
Seems reasonable.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Sure.
So it says
I recognize
that,
the member of the public here.
so it says the planning administrator, assistant planning minister, up to a total of 4,000, but it says 10,000 above.
Yeah, well, my idea is that for the whole project through till the end, all the way through till next year in October, 10,000 would be the outside limit. The 4,000 is for the first phase. The consultants have divided their work into 4 phases, and the first one is data gathering, which is expected to be one of the more labor-intensive ones. So that's what I've focused on so far, that would be the amount for that phase. And in the next phases, there may be additional time required, but we'll consider each phase separately. Can someone move to approve
Oh,
it?
yeah, I'm so moved.
Seconded.
Everyone in favor?
Who seconded it, please? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
And then the other thing going on with the master plan, well, George, do you want to tell them about the tour briefly?
Sure. The consultants made a request after the last advisory committee meeting to have their team take a tour of Carlisle, become more familiar with town in general and some of the sites that people are talking about when they go to meetings and so forth. So sat down and worked up a tour that ended up being about 2 hours. That's what we scheduled for it. We had cooperation from both the Recreation Department and the Council on Aging. We used the Council on Aging, we used the Recreation Department's 11-passenger van, which we filled up. And we had the driver, an expert driver from the Council on Aging, who in fact has lived in town for 33 years and knew more about the town than almost anyone else in the van. And we looked at, a number of sites from Banter Davis to Scenic Roads to Lions Gate, Elliott Farms Way, the Reedbrook Farm State Park, which they were very impressed with, didn't know it existed, didn't know where it was. And we basically did a circle tour of the town. There is an itinerary available, and I can hand it out tonight, but, I'd be glad to share it with the rest of the board. I also would add that I think particularly for the new members of the board who we hope will be joining us tonight, and some of the existing members of the board, we wouldn't take the same tour, but we might have a tour like that of sites that either are ongoing in terms of their construction or are anticipated to come in, whatever. And they'll work out really well. Council on Aging also has a sound system that they loaned us, so I can sit up front with a microphone and talk to people in the van. And I asked Madeline to join us, and she did, and so did Jan Samuel. And it worked out really well. And we did it on Halloween, but we didn't go in costume.
Did you get candy?
Yes.
The only other thing I'll mention on master plan is that this Thursday, November 7th, is a large public meeting, their initial kickoff meeting, and it would be great if some of you guys wanted to come, and it's 6:30 to 8:30. Participate, see what's going on, and spread the word to your neighborhood, your contacts. We'd like to get a great turnout.
That meeting is being held in
Cafeteria
In
at the school.
cafeteria at the school.
I remember it was the other time.
And one more thing, Ava Mastufi?
Oh,
Yes.
right. We thank you, Gretchen.
Yes.
We would like to appoint Ava Mastufi, who's on the school committee, to be a representative on the master plan steering committee. So if someone could move to have her added, and we can vote on it.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? And it occurs to me, looking here, that there's another thing that might be useful to discuss while you guys are here. We have one of our items for tonight is a discussion of possible warrant articles. And I think I want to save the discussion of the substantive part of it till later. But there's one point, I'll stop. Hi.
We had to get a quorum. You got a quorum, you're all done? She didn't take it.
Here you go, Kate.
You thought we were on the planning board, huh?
Another meeting.
Actually, I'm going to finish that thought and just take 2 seconds. When after town meeting last year, there was a retrospective held by the town moderator, and he was talking about had town meeting gone too long, and is there any way we could make it shorter? Here at the planning board, because of the transition we had over the summer and our officers just changed, we're a little bit late, getting everything together. And so what I wanted to raise with our members, and I'll say it so they can think about it while you're here, some of our items might be good candidates if you're thinking of a fall town meeting, if that idea is going to be taken any farther.
Yeah, we are considering that.
In particular, I think we need to work on marijuana again, and it's complicated. And if we should be ready by the spring or we need to, we can and we will. But it might be something to think about for the fall. So do I need to suspend this meeting now or no? Okay.
Welcome,
All right.
selectmen to join the meeting.
I'd like to welcome the selectmen to join the meeting. Do you need to open yours?
Our meeting, special meeting of the Board of Selectmen. Call it to order, I guess.
You need one or you got one?
What did you say? Well, the reason we have a joint meeting is to appoint 3 new members, which is super exciting for us. And they're Adelaide Grady, Jonathan DeCock as full members, and Rich Terry as an associate member. And Rich wasn't able to be here tonight, but I think he'll be able to be here in 2 weeks and meet everyone. Everyone has seen their backgrounds, great backgrounds. You're going to be really well suited to this. We're psyched. So would someone move to appoint them?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Yeah, and
I think we need it to be a little bit more formal with like their names and address, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have their addresses?
Yeah, Adelaide is a Grady resident of 75 Indian Hill, Carlisle. Jonathan is, could you state your address?
30 Oak Knoll Road.
130 Oak Knoll Road. Do you know Rich's address?
No.
100 Nathan Lane.
Right.
All registered voters
Can
of.
you attest to that, Nathan? It's on your lane.
It's right around the corner from me, but I didn't live on that road.
No. You're appointing the 2 regular members to terms that will expire as of the next town election in May 2020. And the associate member for the remainder of the 3-year term, which will expire June 30th, 2022.
So who's the associate member?
The associate member is Rich
Oh,
Terry,
right, okay.
who had a pre-existing conflict for tonight.
And both of the people who are until the next election, they're the same term just because it goes until the next election, right?
Right, because at the next election, I think there will
Are they
be a
replacing?
1-year term and a 3-year term on the ballot.
And have you decided like does it matter who's replacing who? All right.
Yeah,
Want me to-
no, they'll run for whatever term they want
Right.
next time.
No, it's just wondering if we needed to specify that Jonathan is replacing one person, but we don't have to
We
do
don't have
that.
to do that.
One other thing I should add for everyone's information, the associate member is not replacing anyone. We have 2 associate members by the bylaws, and Tom Lane is one of our associate members who was reappointed last July 1st. His term, and this one would be consecutive, and Terry's term would be consecutive in both ends of 2022.
I'm sorry, I've already forgot. Adelaide, what's your last name?
Grady.
Grady.
Yeah, it's
Go
great
ahead.
to get some new faces.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, welcome.
Tables.
Not that it's bad to see old faces or familiar faces. I
We see
should
yours a
say.
lot.
Yes. My wife tells me I have to drop something.
Did you tell her you were dropping her?
Absolutely not. I'm definitely keeping her.
right, so you want me to take
We
a
have
crack at it?
Go ahead, good.
So I move that we appoint Jonathan Descartes and Adelaide Grady to the planning board as full members of the planning board until the next election. Their addresses were mentioned earlier. Next regular election. Well, it could be any election. No? Okay.
Regular town election.
Okay. So if we had a special election, we couldn't vote them in?
I'm not sure.
All right, so I'll just say the next election, just in
Yeah.
case. Their addresses were stated before. And what's the other person's name?
Rich Terry.
Rich Terry as an associate member whose term would expire in 2022, in July 1st of 2022.
I think if I may suggest you make it the next town election, because there will be a presidential election. in March.
Okay, as amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think,
We have to do our own.
is this roll call?
Roll call.
That might be, yeah.
Is,
Is it?
we're one meeting, so we can just go around.
It's supposed to be.
Is it roll call? I don't think it's
No.
roll call.
No, well, we never do our appointments with roll call.
No.
I mean, there's no harm in doing it if you
Yeah.
guys think we should do it.
I'll leave it up to you guys. We've done ours in the past with roll call.
All right, well,
Why don't we
let's
do it? It'll take 2
Okay.
seconds.
Lewis, aye.
Edwin Mysick, aye.
Peter Yo, aye.
Kate Reed, aye.
Madeline Blake, aye.
Jason Walsh, aye.
Brown eye.
Lewis, aye.
You're hereby appointed.
And
Thank you.
Peggy, who was here to.
Yeah, why don't-
Swear him in.
We'll take a quick recess to,
Yeah, call a recess.
we'll have a recess. Thank you very much. Please
Thank
take
you.
some
Okay, so
photos.
are we-
They can have our-